The final scenario where you may need to edit your logs is if you're a team driver and forgot to change to the active driver. If driver 1 accidentally logged a non-driving record under driver 2's logs, both drivers would have to make a log edit. In this example, driver 1 fueled from 1200 to 1215, but accidentally logged it under driver 2's logs. Driver 2 would select the log record from 1200 to 1215 and complete an edit from on duty to off duty. Driver 1 would then make an edit to their logs from off duty to on duty from 1200 to 1215 for fueling. There will be times when you won't be able to make a log edit from the MCP 200. In these cases, send a macro 50 to have the log department make the edit for you. One example is once you've approved your log records. You'll also have to send a macro 50 for any driving record that you want to edit. For example, if you're a team and you forget to change the active driver and log a driving record under the incorrect driver, send a macro 50 to have the log department put the drive time under the correct driver's log. Another example of when you'll need to send a macro 50 is if you forget to log off the MCP 200 when you take your truck to the shop and the shop performs a test drive of the vehicle. The final function of the QHOS system is the Load tab. The Load tab attaches the trip number or numbers to your daily log records. Under this tab, you can create a new load, view your load history, or edit load information. Let's discuss how to create a new load. To do this, tap on the Load tab and select the New Load button at the bottom of the screen. From this screen, you can enter information about the new load you just received. The Load ID field is where you enter the trip number of your new load. Enter the date you received the load information in the Start field. Enter the date you will finish the load in the End field. Enter the Bill of Lading number in the BL number field. Then enter the trailer number of the load in the Trailer 1 field. You can list up to 3 trailer numbers in the load screen. Scroll down to enter more trailer numbers by using the down arrow on the side. Once you're finished entering all of the information, tap the OK button to complete the new load. You can also view a history of your previous loads from the Load tab. Tap the History button to look through previous loads. Review your history by scrolling up or down using the arrows on the side. View the details of a specific load by selecting the load and tapping the Details button at the bottom of the screen. If you entered information on a load that ends up canceling or that you don't end up taking, you can delete the trip by selecting the load and tapping the Delete button at the bottom of the screen. A secondary screen appears. Confirm you want to delete the trip by clicking OK. You can also edit your current load from the Load tab. The current load you're under appears once you select the Load tab. Tap the Edit button. The Edit Load screen appears. You can make changes to any field by simply selecting the field you want to update. Once you've finished the changes, tap the OK button to complete the editing process. Finally, you can edit previous loads by selecting the History button from the Load tab. Select the load that you want to edit. Tap the Edit button and proceed as described just a minute ago to edit the load. This completes your training on the QHOS logging system. If you have any questions over any of the functions we covered today, please contact your fleet manager or the log department.